Programming. I'm Chase Ingram.
I'm Captain America.
And along with me is Bill Grundler.
Wolverine.
I just want to play this one more time.
I'm Captain America.
Fuck. Oh, man, dude.
Oh, man is right. Man is right. I don't see any bumps and bruises on the old body there, dude.
Well, you're not. My lower half is covered. I will say this. We're here to talk about the Fittest Experience. I competed this weekend for the first time individually since the 2013 regionals. My first Masters competition ever. I'm 43, so the 40 to 44 division. And I mean, we're going to go event by event. We're just going to go through the weekend, gang. We're going to go through the weekend. We'll go through the events. I'm going to try to find these events. I found like it was like really hard to find this thing on Competition Corner.
Yeah, it was kind of hard. That's why I asked you. Like, I'm like, hey, so where is everything?
It's like the world's best kept secret. Let me see if I can find this Fittest Experience. Oh, I did find it. All right, cool. So yeah, I in October, I'll pull this up in a little bit. In October is when the qualifiers for this went down. So this is the longest standing competition outside of the CrossFit Games in the world. 18 years this competition has been going on. And it was originally called the Fittest Games back in the day. And then I think Jeremy got like a cease and desist letter from CrossFit from it. And then they changed it to the Fittest Experience. And if you've ever heard Jeremy and his team talk about it, it's like, we just wanted to create a competition that gives people the competition experience from rookies to 70 plus and everyone in between. That's all they want to do. They're not trying to, they're not so hung up on like the things that me and Bill get hung up on is like programming, balance, sending people to CrossFit Games, that kind of a deal. Like it's not what they're doing. Right? They're trying to give everybody the fittest experience. That is their namesake. That is what they do. And yeah, they have elite competitors, Bill Leahy, like they've got games athletes that come in there. They've had people all over the world come there. It's the largest event in Texas. It's one of the biggest events in the South. It's, 1,000+ competitors, pick a division. It's all there. And I've been doing it since 2010, 2011. It was funny. It's like, hey, whose first time is it? A couple people stood up. It was really cool. Oh, actually, a lot of people stood up for their first time.
That's awesome.
And then the next question is like, how many's done 5 or more? And I'm sitting there like, oh, damn, I've done 5 or more. And I stood up there might have been like 8 people. It's like, oh, what's cool is like I stood up and like Jeremy is like doing a briefing and I pointed at him and he like pointed at me. It was really cool. And then there's like, who's done it 10+ years? And I think one girl stood up and they did a piece on her too.
Wow.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Where's she from?
I don't know. But it was neat. It was like she did it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And the funniest part was the lead up is that it's in Taylor, Texas, which is in the middle of nowhere. It's a sports complex. It's like a rodeo arena with it's a really cool spot. And there's like an HEB and a Dollar Tree next to it. And that's it. Like there's nothing around it at all. And
why would a Dollar Tree be there?
I don't know, man. It's better.
Like, why not a McDonald's?
Well, I don't even know if they had a McDonald's. And the day before, like on Thursday, I show up because the first event's a obstacle course run. Uh-huh. So me being me is like, I'm showing up early because I got to set up. I had an affiliate event, which I actually wouldn't mind talking about that a little bit. And it was, so I'm going to walk the course as anybody should. All you rookies out there, walk the course, get the distance, look at the elevation because it was on farmland. So you need to know where to step and what it is and what do the obstacles look like? What's the distance in between? For example, it's like if it was a 1.7 mile obstacle course and it's every 300 meters is an obstacle, you approach that event much differently than maybe this one, which was like almost a mile of just run to 7 obstacles in the span of 800 meters mashing together.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference. But if you don't know the course and you don't know what it is, like it's all about that. So I was walking the course. But as I was walking around the grounds, you run into athletes who are there. And the most common question I got when people saw me, like, are they broadcasting TFX?
No, bitches, I'm here to beat your ass.
Like, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm competing.
Dude, but that's so hot though, because it does. People forget, I think, that we still have these bodies that can do some stuff. We aren't like some old guy that we're not some guy that's never been an athlete and never been a coach and never had to compete at a high level and then be able to sit there and talk about this is going to happen and that's this thing and this is that. It's like, dude,
yeah,
you're talking in theoretics because you don't know anything about that.
Right.
All you guys that are out there that say that you know what you're doing and you don't.
These CrossFit pundits, I'm like, guys, I know you guys are new.
Right. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Great. Congratulations. What you're great at is you're great at being a fan, but you miss all of the other part.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you guys for the comments. This is really cool. So I was really nervous, about everything, but I was really excited. And so the morning of was check-in. So I'm like going in to check in. And what the TFX would do with their camera crews is you could buy, I think it's like $150 where you just pay to have the camera crew follow you. Not follow you like a video, but they would mark you get a special wristband. So people who are taking pictures of the whole event would also make sure they get pictures of you in your heat.
Oh, wow. That's a great idea.
It's genius.
Holy shit.
I think it was like $150 for 3 days. And so you had a wristband.
Wow.
So when you're in your heat, there might be two of you. And they had a dedicated group of photographers that would find the people with wristbands and just take pictures of them working out. And when the weekend's over, they're going to collect all the photos of you and send them to you.
Wow.
So I thought it was a cool idea. But in my head, I was like, I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
I don't, because to backtrack it again, it's the only reason why I did the qualifiers is because my training partner, Jules.
Yeah.
We've been training partners for 16 years.
Yeah.
I've been coaching and programming her and all of our friends for 16 years. She's the last one standing. Just us. We work out almost every morning at 5 a.m. at D-Town CrossFit. And we just, but Jules just turned 40. Sorry, Jules.
Dude, yeah, I'm surprised you get slapped right through the mic on that.
This season is the first season that she's in the 40 division.
Yeah.
She's always done team. She made the CrossFit Games 4 years in a row on team when we were all in our heyday. And so 16 years later, she's like, I'm going to give it a shot. So she signed up for this. She did the qualifier. The events came out and we talked about this. Is I like these.
Yeah.
I'll do them for fun. I had no ambition. I'm out of the competition game. And I got 22nd in the qualifier. They were taking 20. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I get a backfill invite a week later. It's like, man, should I do it? And so I get a backfill invite to the Fittest Experience in my division. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. And it totally changed everything for me, man. Something has been missing in just my world. I've been in dad mode, and husband mode, friend mode, work mode. I am rarely ever get to be in me mode, except for 90 minutes in the morning at 5 a.m. And that's not the most enjoyable me mode, by the way.
No, not at all. Jeez.
And so I talked to my wife and I was like, hey, can I sign up? Can I do a competition? She's like, just don't hurt yourself. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
No promises.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we get it. And yeah, I'm in check-in, and this the guy who's running the whole camera team, Carlos. I can't remember. I think he's dating or married to Maddie Rogers now. I can't remember. Do you know what I'm talking about? Super nice guy. And a good-looking dude too. By the way, Carlos, if you're listening. So I'm sitting in line checking in, and he goes, "Hey, come over here." I was like, "What?" Or he handed me a green wristband. I was like, "Oh no, I didn't buy that." He goes, "I know you didn't, but I want you to have it." And they gave it to me.
That's cool,
dude.
That's cool.
It was so cool. And
Yeah.
the weather, though, Bill, you would have hated it.
It was freezing.
It was 20s to 30s almost all weekend long.
Yeah, see, that's gross.
It was brutal.
Were your lungs burning?
A little bit,
Cold?
but
Cold?
in a sense, is like I really liked that it was cold. Oh, Carlos Bowen. Yes. Yes, Carlos, if you're out there, man, like that was it. Oh, hey, Jules is here.
Oh, what's up, Jules?
Don't tell Jules.
Congratulations to Jules.
Yeah. So
Stud.
Jules. I'll save the ending for the ending, but dating. Yeah, Jules will know. So we're there, we're checking in. They do it. It was super cool. So the first event is this obstacle course run. It's 1.7 miles, and we found out it's like a mile to get to the obstacle courses, and it's like an over-under logs, wall climb, a lateral wall shuffle. You hop over in a fence, you hop over some hay bales. All right. Yeah, I know. You're not 50s. And so I didn't know what to expect. I haven't done this in so long, and I was so nervous, and we're getting ready for our heat, and at like 3, 2, 1, go, event 1. And of course, I'm like, these guys are going to take off. I know it. And they're just like gone. And I was like, all right. And for a second, I was like, go. I was like, no. Remember, like, just let them go. Just let them go. Because my thought was like, I got to get to the obstacles as quickly as I can. Because you're really not going to separate once you get there. But here's the thing that was so cool, and why being around in the community more is so important. Like the amount of people that don't know me, they don't know me, right? They may have seen us, they watched the show or whatever, right? Yelling your name out there, dude, it was awesome. Like it was super cool. And if you don't think it helps, I will tell you right now, every time I was like, this sucks. And you just hear, go Chase. I'm like, let's go. And you don't know where everybody is because we started like every 3 minutes, and they sent the first 10 guys and then sent us, and now we're out there, right? And I'm just like trying to find people. Who knows where we're at?
Right.
I'm trying not to sprain an ankle because we're running in pastures. And so I was doing good. And then, as good as I thought, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was doing good in terms of not hurting myself. The ending was this covered pavilion, like a rodeo arena. So it's just dirt. And you like crawl under these 3 low barrier, like 2 feet high, 10-foot long things 3 times. Then they had a hay bale pyramid. And I
saw a video of that.
I mean, the round ones.
Yeah. I saw a video of that.
So I'm looking at the hay bales, and right when I enter the arena, I just hit a divot, and ankle just. I was like, I made this entire field of death. 7 obstacles, no problem. No knee on the rope wall. You could run up it if you didn't use the rope. I'm like, I'm going to blow my Achilles. I know I am.
Yeah.
I made it. I was like, good. Now easy on the back half, right? It was like a ladder on the way down. I took my time. I was being so good. And as soon as I touched dirt, ankle. Not bad, but enough where you just feel the outside of your ankle. It almost goes numb a little bit. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you told me that when I asked you how it went.
How'd it go?
You're like, yeah, a little twist in the ankle. I'm like, motherfucker.
I know.
God dang it. That was not what you're supposed to say.
No, but what was nice is like that was the only event for the day for us. And I ended up in 3rd in that event.
Crazy.
It was wild.
Crazy. Were there any like obstacle courses are so hard because you always have the chance of like bottlenecking and getting stuck behind someone. Did that happen?
No, not
really.
Once. Not once. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I thought for sure that would happen because it was like men and women all on the course, different age groups, different things. Nope. Not once.
Wow. Any difference between men and women on what the obstacle was? Heights or anything like that?
Everyone is the same. The obstacles weren't that difficult.
Yeah.
If I were to give any like feedback just for fun. Like it was the most fun run I've ever done in a competition. It was super fun. I would just love more of them.
Yeah.
Right. But man, it was cold. So that was Friday. So I was like, oh my gosh. Now I'm sitting in third. Obviously it's a run. So there's a lift coming on Sunday. Like, don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
It's all gonna get worse from here. So that's Friday. And so
when's the affiliate stuff happen?
Friday night.
Okay, so then this action of having to take that hat off and put that, like, dude.
Yeah. Well, I had to put coaching hat on because Jules.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I had coaching hat on and I was helping Jules get through it. And then took that off because I think she may have almost been finishing I think she just finished before I started.
Okay.
So it was like coach hat, go. And then as soon as she was gone, I was like, all right, athlete hat on, sitting, waiting. And then when that was all done, I had to put on CrossFit hat.
Yeah.
And I went to TFX. I was like, hey, Jeremy and their team, I was like, I would love to do an affiliate gathering for coaches and owners Friday night at TFX if you would let us. He's like, absolutely. Because they're so good about trying to bring new things in. They have like they used to have like a speaker stage. And so there's this big room that was on site. And then this company Push Press is like a membership tracking, like they're a partner in the network. They are just a great company that is all in to just be a part of this. Whether you like use them or not, like I don't use them. I have a garage affiliate, but like I know people who do use them and they're awesome, right? They do great. They just wanted to be a part of it. And so much so they were like, we will buy dinner and drinks for everyone.
Damn.
Yeah. And then this energy drink I'm drinking randomly, Catalyst. They're like they're starting in like rodeo, but it's like a no sugar, 1 gram carb, low cal, actually lower caffeine energy drink.
Yeah.
They wanted to be a part of it. So I and CrossFit had to spend nothing.
Dang.
To put this on. And the room capped out at like 150. I did this last year where I spoke at TFX. There's maybe 15 to 20 people, which was good. It was just supposed to be small, intimate setting, hangout. I finish my day and I walk into the room where we're going to have this. And it was basically where check-in was.
Yeah.
They had 12 tables, circular chairs, tablecloths, vases with flowers, flyers. Like they had a banner. They made a banner that had every single affiliate's name on it.
That was all Jeremy?
That was all Jeremy and their team.
Wow.
I didn't ask it. The only thing I did was say, I want to do this night. And I invited everybody.
Yeah.
That's really all I did. I didn't do shit for this thing.
That's so awesome, dude.
They made this. They made stickers that had all my states and then South Central affiliate on it. They just I walked in and it was all done. I did nothing. They did everything. Not because I asked them to. They just
want the experience.
What they wanted to do.
The experience.
Man, so while this was happening, it was like I got Don Fall to come.
It's cool. So
Don Fall's out there. He's hanging out. And it wasn't anything other than I wanted to give owners and coaches whoever was there was going to make the trip to come. It was a evening of gratitude. CrossFit to you. And what made it even better is a brand like Push Press fronted the whole bill for it. TFX and their team made it look like a gala. And I did nothing.
That's so rad, dude.
Like I talked on talk, Push Press talk, but it was like for even the partners are like, hey, who works with us? Half the people put their hands up. Awesome. If you guys don't know about us, this is what we do. Talk to them. We'll be over in the corner if you need us. They did not sit there and just like pitch anything. Same with the Catalyst energy drink guys. And same with me. And then Don was just there. And then when we were done talking, we're like, stay, drink, eat, hang out. We will be here the whole time as long as you guys want to stay.
So, okay, for something like that, that's thrown together like that, relatively quickly, it doesn't sound like there was much of a at least on your end, a heavy itinerary.
Yep.
So how long and what, since we weren't there, did you guys talk about? Simple, like kind of quick notes. And then how many people came up afterwards to try to talk? Like how long were you guys there talking?
I was probably there from 5 to almost 9.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Doors open at 5:30. We let everybody, we're like, hey, we'll start around 6. But
Yeah.
just watching it and food coming is like, we're pushing to 6:30. Just like anything is like, I could tell people weren't ready to sit down and listen to us.
Yeah.
So I just kept pushing it back. And I would go to Don and I'd go to John Batdorf, who's the VP of sales at Push Press. I was like, hey guys, listen, we're just going to keep pushing this back until everyone is comfortable and settled. And then we'll talk, because at the end of the day, people aren't there to listen to us.
Right.
And I don't want to take up their time, because you can tell like something was happening. Bill, there's almost 200 people that came.
That's so crazy. That's awesome.
10 times what we had last year. We didn't do anything different. We didn't sell anything more. All of these people were already registered before I ever said Don Fall was coming anyways. Yeah, that pushed us over the edge, right? Really quick. Oh, CO's cross it coming? Hell yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
10x. And so this question is like, oh, how do we know things are going in the right direction? 1 year later, 10 times the people showed up for something that was as simple as just a dinner. It was awesome.
It's cool, man. I mean, hey, we all want to be part of that again,
Yeah.
So it's nice to have the opportunity to be able to do that. So that's awesome.
Yeah. It was really cool. And Don made himself fully accessible to everyone. He's talked to every single person until everyone was gone. And so a lot of respect to Don for, he didn't show up to that. I was like, hey, could you? Would you? It's like, absolutely. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So that was Friday. Okay. Now I'm trying to sleep. I can't sleep. Before they cut so I only knew 5 events. There was going to be 3 scored events on Saturday, and then 1 Sunday morning. But Sunday morning was the lift. It was a max complex. 3 cleans, 3 hang cleans, and you could power, which I did that. 2 front squats and 1 jerk, and I was like, son of a bitch. Tomorrow I have 3 chances to not.
That's your hedging.
That's it. The problem is one of those events is a deadlift head push workout that takes less than 3 minutes. So now to start the day, I have 2 chances to just get myself in a position. I just wanted to make the final. I don't know what the final was. Nobody knew what the final was. And so let's see if I pull this up. So my morning started at 9:30. To add to this, my mom, so my parents live in San Antonio. My mom texts me at 6:30 in the morning. So this was, let's see, where am I? Masters. There you go. So this was our event. 4-3-2-1-1, 15-foot rope climbs, and 10 kettlebell thrusters with 53s. Which in my head, I was like, I really like this. I like kettlebell thrusters more than barbell thrusters. I'm fairly good at rope climbs, but I don't do them anymore because I just don't do them anymore. I don't walk on my hands either. And I tell you what, when it goes 4, 10, 3, and then you get to do 40 kettlebell thrusters, 2-1-1 break in between, bro. Anyway, so in my head, I was like, okay, I need to do well here because it's an 8-minute cap, and then you have a 4-minute break, and then you go into the 2-part event, which is really funny to find guys that didn't know it was a 2-part event back to back until the briefing.
Oh, dang.
And then it does this 3 rounds for time, 250 ski, 30-foot handstand walk, and 10-foot segments, 9 burpees over the worm, 30-foot handstand walk. Bill, when I tell you that your shoulders were not prepared for the handstand walk after ascending mountaintop, bro, I'll get there. I'll get there. So my mom texts me. It's like, hey, me and your dad are going to come see you. It's a 2-hour drive. I didn't need coffee, right? So my mom and dad are now coming to watch me compete in the morning, and they haven't seen me compete individually in well over a decade.
Yeah.
Since 2013. Right? And so getting into the stalls, and I'm sitting there, I'm like stressing about the workout. So I was like, okay, I need, like, these are the only points I'm going to get, because I'm going to get bottom 5 tonight in the deadlift workout, and I know I'm getting dead last in the lift tomorrow. So this is my own. Now I'm like really into it, because I'm sitting in third, and all of a sudden everything changes, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
So I go there, and I'm sitting in the stalls, and I'm in the middle lane. And before we walk out, I can see my mom and dad in the stands. And just right there, right then, I go, I'm going to win this fucking workout right now.
Oh man, dude.
Dude.
That's so good.
So we walk out, and I know it starts with 4 rope climbs. It is it's covered, but it's open aired on the sides. Right? It's probably 27 degrees, and the wind is whipping. My hands. I already have Reynards.
I know. How the hell are you going to be able to handle that?
So what I did that nobody else did is I was wearing shorts with pockets. So I broke hand warmers and I put them in my pockets.
Yeah. So
what I would do is I was like, all right, I'm going to hammer these 4 rope climbs. And when we walk to our kettlebells, because you had to advance them every 10 feet, which was really cool. I don't think I've done an advancing other than a dumbbell in like the hundreds workout.
Yeah.
At regionals. So I'm like, once I come off the rope, we're going to see who came to play. Right. So I get off the rope and I'm like third. I'm like, okay, you guys climb really fast, because I was doing 2 pulls and I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
Y'all are not.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't help when we get to the kettlebells. So we get to the kettlebells, and I'm broken. Boom, knock him out, walk him up, walk back to the rig, put my hands in my pockets, and get them warm. Right. So I'm warming my hands up in my pockets because I walk to the rig, chalk up, go. I'm like, all right, push to 3. Push to 3. Now there's only one person left, and he's still ahead of me. Do that. Coming back to the 2, I was like, this is where we find out. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm in killer mode.
Right.
Like, I'm going, like, unless you are someone that I don't think you're capable of, right? And so we get to the 2, and now we're tied. So we finished the last set of 10 kettlebell thrusters. Now we've got 110, 110. Put my hands in my pockets with the warmers, chalk my hands, go up the rope, and then I'm 2 reps ahead on the kettlebell thrusters now. Now we got our final 110. I'm like, I run to the rope. I'm like, this is it. I run to the rope. I turn around. He's still walking. I'm
man.
Finishing this rope climb before he even gets back to this mat. I'm going to break him right now. Rope climb. He hadn't started yet. And this, like, all time, this is my all-time favorite moment in my CrossFit career. I know I'm winning this now. So I walk to my kettlebells, and I point to my parents in the stands as I do it. And then I yell at the MC who's not paying attention to me. I was like, hey, watch this. Rep out 10, set it down, walk across the finish line. And then I just go, I don't even wait for anybody to finish. I just walk over to my parents and give them a hug in the stands. And then I walk back and try to recover.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. Now I got 6 minutes of rest from the time cap till the next event starts. Everything I thought was really cool right there, complete freaking opposite for the fucking. I come off that 250 ski and I face plant into the turf. I put my hands out. Face plant. It wasn't even close. No, Claire, you were not the MC. It was the short blonde. Claire was awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, okay. And so what happened to me Coach hat's gone. It's just like lizard brain dum-dum hat is on. I was like, let's get it. Let's try it again. I fell 5 times, Bill.
What?
I failed a 10-foot handstand walk 5 times. And everyone's going. And in my head, I was like, hey, whatever, guys. I got my event win in front of my parents. I'm good. All right. This 3-round workout just turned into an 8-minute AMRAP. Whatever.
Whatever.
And finally, I got my shit together a little bit and just started, trying to catch some people. I had no idea it was going to go. Oh, by the way, Dance was behind us the whole time in the athlete village. Her and her whole overtake crew. It was really cool. But bro, I'm falling everywhere. It was a disaster. So I get back and I'm like, okay, where am I at? Because I was in 3rd. I'm like, damn, did I just totally screw myself? Well, I ended up in 8th in the handstand walk one.
Oh, wow.
Out of 20, right? And so now,
dude, that's not bad. Falling 5 times
on the first 10 feet. Bill, I fell 20 times in this workout. It was a disaster.
Wow.
So now, somehow, some way, I'm in 2nd place going into the deadlift event. Listen to this schedule. I did 9:30 a.m., 5 p.m. was the deadlift event. Longest day of my life. And so what's funny is that my brother, who also lives in San Antonio, he was like, hey, we should come down. He's like, but his sons had or his kids, boy, girl, had basketball games. I was like, okay, well, I texted him. I was like, listen, it's at 5:00 and it's 4 minutes long. And it's freezing. And it was so windy that day.
Yeah.
It's like, don't come. Just, it's not worth it. Don't. And he was like, we'll figure it out. And that was the last I heard from him. So now 5:00, I've been sitting on my ass for 7 hours, freezing. And I have to do this freaking event to close things out. Now, this is what I thought, but keep in mind, I was like, great, 315 deadlifts. Awesome. My track record there is in flat, perfect. But I was like, oh, wait, what's this P word up here? Uh-oh. I don't have to do 315, Bill. I only had to do 275. I was like, I can do 275.
Yeah.
I can't do 275. I'm broken. I tried it in testing. I was like, I will die. So I was like, okay, 975, 969. That's how I wanted to break up my deadlifts. And then the sled push was just on concrete with the 50-pound dumbbells. So it wasn't.
Oh, that's not that heavy.
No, but it's just constant,
Yeah.
And I could do all the dumbbell bench unbroken. I'm decent at that, no matter the intensity. So I'm walking out there and we have to walk to the parking lot. It is like a 10-minute walk from the warm-up area all the way out into the parking lot in the front where the deadlift thing's going. Freezing. Just 20 minutes of just prep walk, but that's competition. That's not the event. That's just how things go, right?
Right.
So I'm walking out there. I'm on the far lane on the outside. So everyone's on the inside here because it's like a big box corralled with fencing, and there's nobody over there. I was like, oh. We were there with other people from D-Town, so that was really cool too. A bunch of young bucks in the RX to intermediate divisions. And then there's just me and Jules. We're in the 40 to 44 division. And all of a sudden I hear, Uncle Chase. And I was like, what? And I look, and they're not on the side where my lane is. They're on the end where my lane is. And it's my brother.
Yeah.
Wife, his 2 kids, Jules, sitting there waiting for me. And man, that was awesome.
That's
cool. I had no idea. I told him not to come.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me he was coming. And they were there. So now I was like, all right. But in my head, I was like, don't do something stupid. Because every time I feel like there's something on the line and there's a deadlift workout, I change the plan and I totally screw the event up and I get hurt. Every deadlift event I've ever done in competition, I've hurt myself. Every one of them. And Taylor's like, oh, which one? No, every one of them.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, okay, 975, no matter what. It's a 3.5 minute workout or sub 3 for a lot of these guys. Like they're the 40 to 40. Like these guys have been deadlifting with, college football for their entire life.
Right.
So we start, and I know my bar isn't moving fast, but the sounds of people's bars, like, I was like, oh no. So I break at 9. Before I pick up the bar for 7, Bill, I hear lane 5 pushing their sled over the round to 21. I was like, he's done. So I finished my 7. I'm picking up the bar for 5, and they're like, already back for the round of 15 on the deadlift. I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay, what? I just need to purge.
Let that guy go.
Yeah. And then
go deadlift guy, go. Bye.
I am last off the mat because it's all 20 in one heat, which is really cool too.
Yeah.
So you know where you're at. I'm last. I'm pushing my sled. I'm walking my sled. I'm like, okay. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to get hurt. What was super cool was like the fence was here on the bench. So my brother's 6'10", and this motherfucker's blocking out the sun, standing over me. Like he's standing here, but I can see his face. Bench pressing. It was awesome. And then Caleb and Rachel, they're just screaming in my face. I'm like, boom. All right, we're going. So round of 15 comes. Like, all right, 9-6. Here we go. Pick up the barbell. I get to 4, and I'm like 6-5-4, baby. I cannot get. There's no way I'm getting 9 reps in this round of 15. So I break 6-5-4. Now I'm even more behind. Get there, get back. I hold on for the set of 9. So I hold on for the set of 9. I get the 9 and I finish. And I was like, all right, damn, that's too bad. But I didn't give a shit because I didn't hurt myself. I knew I was going to do bad. And all I wanted to do was get across the fence line and just see my brother.
Yeah.
And his wife, Val. And my nephews didn't give a shit. They just saw Uncle Chase out there doing something they have. Shit, I didn't even think of it. They have never seen him do that before. They've only heard stories from Kyle. Like they know I'm Captain America.
Yeah.
They know that. They like that part they do know. They've never I actually have never thought about that before.
Oh, dude, I thought about that when I was at the games. Same deal. Exact same thing. To have your family see you for the first time like that, doing something that you've been doing for like ever.
Yeah.
And they've never seen it. It's really like, whoa.
Because my brother's really cool. Like he's like, hey, Uncle Chase used to. So like they hear the used to stories.
Yeah.
And now they got to see it. And they didn't really care where I finished. They just saw me. They were like, don't stop. So I didn't stop. So to them,
you were winning.
I crushed it.
Yeah.
And you know what place I got in that event? 11th. 11th. Mid-pack in a deadlift workout. So after all that night, I had like a 30-point lead on third place. I was in second going in.
Okay.
That night, I was still in third. I was 5 points out of second somehow. But I was like in a 3-way tie at my points, and then another 2 guys were 5 points behind. I was like, oh man, this is not what I needed. I needed a buffer going into the morning lifting event.
Yeah.
I know I'm bottom 5 at most in that one. And so in my head, I didn't sleep all night because now I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. Yeah. It's like, I do want to make the final. I don't like podium second. That is nothing. I would love to make the final. It'd be super cool. But how am I going to do this with a max lift? So we get set, we're warming up. My history of TFX, I've always done it for some reason. They've always had a barbell complex. And every barbell complex I've ever done for max weight, I have missed, even in my prime, 225. I've always missed it. And I've only ever gotten 205. And it's hurt me on the leaderboard. Mm-hmm. And so in my head, I was like, I needed 225. I needed it bad. And I missed it in one warm-up testing, but I made it in another warm-up testing prior to competition. And in my head, it was like, you had 5 minutes to do 3 hang power cleans or hang squat cleans if you wanted to, 2 front squats, and then 1 jerk. It's enough for like 3. And I was like, okay, 185, 205, 225. I run into John Young in the warm-up area. He's like, what's your plan? It's like, that's my plan. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, hey, bro, forget the numbers. Just like, let's. He goes, why even open at 185? Like, do you know, like, just open at 205? I was like, okay. He's like, do you know you're going to, I was like, yeah, I know I can get 205 unless I just do something dumb.
Right.
I know I'll get it. I was like, all right. And what was nice is they had a warm-up area by the parking lot. So even when we walked out there, they got us out there early so we can stay warm and then go out there. Well, warm-up, once I got out there, felt terrible. So I opened at 205. I get it. I was like, okay. What was super cool is like Jules is in the same heat and she was in like 3rd or 4th place. And because they did 10 guys and then 10 girls for 2 heats. I don't know why. But they did. Maybe it was like barbells and plates or something like that. So she's trying to like hit something to do really well. I'm trying to hit something. It's like between lifts, I'm like, what'd you get? How'd it look? And we're like trying, because we're just a lane apart, which was super weird.
Yeah.
Like lift.
Like almost coaching back and forth.
Athlete. I'm like, all right, how was it? How was it? And so, so I put 225 on the bar and I started at like the 90-second mark because if I missed it, I wanted an opportunity to try it again.
Right.
And I hit it, dude. But I hit it and I was like, oh, that felt good. Now what do I do? Like, I haven't lifted over 225 in years.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's doing what. I don't know who's where. It's like, I'm just going to put on 245 because I already got what I wanted. I already know where I'm going to finish.
Yeah. Swing for the fence.
I'm bottom 5. But if I hit this, maybe I'll be mid-pack. The guy next to me is putting on 235. I was like, oh, well, if I get that, I got one. There's one guy. I need to beat 5 guys to make the final. I knew that. So I put on 245. I have not lifted 245 in years. Hang clean, hang clean, hang clean. And now here's the moment of truth. Like, are my knees going to hang on? And I hit 245, and then the problem is you have to finish the lift before the 5-minute mark. I'm racked here in like 10 seconds. Like, oh no.
Oh, damn.
So I go for it and it's like this, and I'm fighting and bucking and feet together. 3, 2, 1, good. Boom. I got 245.
Damn, dude.
Still, I got 6th place in the lifting event.
You getting all older and mature and wise now at the way you do your competing. Look at that.
6th place in the lifting event.
It's awesome.
Now, here's the best part is that waking up Sunday, my mantra was, today we're going to find out who the competitors are and who's just here to work out. That was my thought. Because it was cold, I was sore, and all I could hear is like guys complaining about little things.
Oh, yeah.
And then the final got released while we were in the warm-up area. And all I'm doing is watching these guys like look at their phones and talking to each other. Did you see that? I was like, I don't care what the final is. I don't want, I need 225.
Yeah.
So I got 245. Now I'm in 3rd place. I'm 25 points out of 2nd, 30 points out of 1st. The guy who just won the last 2 events is now 10 points behind me. Now, for the first time, I was like, I made the finals. I'm like, I want a podium now. Like, I'm in a podium spot. I don't want to lose it. This guy behind me has just won the last 2 events, but in my head, I was like, all right, you won the sprint, deadlift, and the lift. The final, I wonder if they have the final up here.
I think they do.
Oh, they do. The final, which I know you would love.
I would. Not my version of it.
No, not your version. My version of
it. Your version of it, I would love.
Oh, sorry. So here's my final. 40-foot. By the way, I was like, well, what are they going to program? And if you guys have been following us for a while, like I've got a knee thing and I don't squat over 135 really ever. So what I did in the weightlifting thing that morning was a miracle. The one thing that hurts my knee the most is lunging.
Oh, on the back, huh? On the back step?
On the back step.
On the back leg?
Yeah, on the back. Yeah, on the back knee because there's so much shear
Yeah.
on the back knee. And this is lunging with no weight. And I'm like 40-foot dumbbell walking lunge with 50s in the front rack. I was like, son of a bitch. I got to do that twice. But then 9 ring muscle ups, 50 wall ball shots, 20 chest to bar pull-ups. And all I was doing in the warm-up area was lunging the whole time, trying to find the spot, trying to get my knee ready. And these guys are in the back watching me fail. And this is without weight. And so I'm like failing lunges. Like, what's going on? It's like this. I just got a knee thing. And now I'm trying with weight. And in the midst of this, like to do that, I can't really push through my knee. I almost have to drive into my hamstring.
Yeah.
And so when I do that too much, I strain or I like my adductors or my groin.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I know this. So we go out there. Shout out to the DJ, Bill. I'm walking out. By the way, I made the final and I pulled out my old Captain America gear, the originals.
Very nice.
I was like, if I make the final and I have a chance to podium, it was so funny because it was like, it's the same shirt I wore in the very first CrossFit competition I ever did. It's the same one. And if you guys know the story, it's like, I had a chance to win the first event I ever did when nobody knew who I was or cared who I was. Not that anybody does now either. I was like, if you wear this Captain America shirt, you better fucking win, dude. You can't wear this and lose in the final. I had the same feeling. I was like, you know what? I'm putting it all on. I put on the shirt. I put on the socks. I put it all on.
Yeah, you were decked out.
I was decked out in my OG gear. It was like John Wick.
Yeah.
I had to dust that shit off. I'm serious. That's not even a joke. There was dust on my gear. So I walk out there. As I'm walking into my lane, over the speakers, I hear the theme song from Captain America, the movie. And I look over at the DJ, and the DJ is just sitting there staring at me. And I was like, fuck yes, dude. And he thumped, like this one, like the
Yeah.
hot dude. I was like, all right, self-preservation out the window. 3, 2, 1, go. First step, groin goes. Feel it. I'm like, no. Bill, when I say I am last to the rings, I am last to the rings. Someone's like, is he using 100-pound dumbbells? No. I was so slow. And this is a fast event. But in my head, I actually texted to JR. I was like, if I can get through the lunges, I will go unbroken. And if I don't go unbroken, I will quit CrossFit for the rest of my life. So get to the rings, 9 muscle ups unbroken. Sweet. Go to the med ball, 50 wall ball shots. And I'm just listening to my judge. 1, 2, no rep, 3, 4, 5, nope. Like the ball's a little uneven or I lose it and I get a little high. Like this guy was on me. It was great. Do 50 in a row. All of a sudden I'm in 5th. I'm like, I'm not coming off this. It's 20 pull-ups. I can't do this.
Right.
Rip off 20 in a row. This one guy's ahead of me. He's lunging down. I pick up my dumbbells and I'm going. Halfway through, I'm like this. Okay. I'm in 2nd. I'm not getting and I just get through it and I finish. It was like, okay, I did what I needed to do because the other guys around, like the guy that was in 2nd was the guy beating me. So I was like, okay, he beat me. But I was like, and then the other guy, I was like, he was really close. So I was like, I think I was like, okay, I podiumed. Like I didn't not podium. I got 2nd and I was in 3rd.
Yeah.
What was really cool is like I finished and it was 10 guys and then the top 10 girls in our division. So Jules was in like 3rd or 4th. Maybe she was in 3rd. And I see her on the lunge. So I get to run over to her lane. I'm like screaming at her and I'm on the floor. And like, so so I took 2nd in my event. She took 2nd in her event. And so we're walking back to the athlete area and she looks at her phone. She's like, holy shit, I finished in 2nd. And I was like, no way. So like, I'm super proud of her. So I look at my phone. It's like, did I still hold on to a podium spot? So I look at my phone and I look at the top guy. He's like 495 points. And I look at my score. I have 470 points. And I look at the other guy's score and he has 470 points. And then I look at the place finishing. I'm in second.
Yes, you are.
Do you want to know why I was in second, Bill?
Yeah, because you won an event.
Because I decided when I saw my parents in the stands on Saturday morning that I'm going to win this fucking event. And I did it. And that is the only reason why I got second place.
I know. Dude, dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was awesome. Right. And here it is. It's a bunch of dudes in the 40 to 44 division in Taylor, Texas at the Fittest Experience. And it was my favorite competition experience of all time. And that includes the CrossFit Games, and that includes anything. It was my favorite one, and it's not even close, and it's not recency bias because it was something I've been missing for a long time. It reminded me of like, this is who I am. This is what I do. And it had nothing to do with where I placed. Zero. It's how I competed. It's how I got to hang out. It's all the little things that happened around the weekend. Like none of this should have taken place. None of this should have happened this weekend. None. The fact I was even there was a miracle. The fact that other people came was a miracle. And where I placed was just like the tiny icing on the top, right? But having an affiliate gathering, having almost 200 people show up, having Don Fall come out there, having people like, it was awesome. And I'll say this, if there was a day 4, I will be getting last in every single workout because I have never been this sore. I was a mess yesterday. My quads, my groin, like everything I had, I poured into this weekend, every opportunity that I got.
Yeah, dude. Well, first of all, congratulations, because that's fucking amazing. It's the weirdest thing when you're a lifetime athlete.
Yeah.
And then you learn these very wisdomatic type things well past your prime.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sit back and you go, if I would have only known that when I was younger. I mean, I think about that all the time. Like the idea of, like when people tell you that, don't worry about the outcome, just worry about the process.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, those are for the people that suck. Those are the things that they need to tell themselves so that they don't feel bad as they're getting their asses handed to them by the people that are good. Like that's that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
But you forget all of the external things that can really move you in ways that are so fucking powerful that you don't even know, that are more, that are not pressure driven, but they're flow driven.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, I learned that well outside of my competition time. To where I end up using that in like other things in life. But I work with a lot of younger athletes now, and I tell them about that all the time. I'm like, you have to not give a shit about the place. I know that your whole thing is you want to win state, or you want to win this event, or you want to win that competition, but you cannot even think about that, because the second you start thinking about that, you are not right here, right now, and you need this rep right now.
Yep.
You need to put everything into this right now. And that is the only thing that matters. And all the things that go into that rep, not the what if, or what happens when, or what if I don't. It isn't any, like, dude, it's such a wild ride. It's really cool to hear you go through all of the steps and where your head was and all this stuff, because that is, when you are an all-time athlete and that is what you do, you get lost in those thoughts. You don't even recognize them anymore. So it's really cool to see how you could kind of like stand back and almost see them rather than being in them.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
They're like, I could probably spend 4 hours on all the little things that went around her in that time, which we have an hour. We'll analyze the programming for the, I'll bring this to that show.
Okay.
We analyze the programming, but it was a really cool reshift on a personal level, because what were the things that I missed the most? Yes, competing, right? That's where I feel alive. And that's where I feel like me. And that's who I am. I just like putting myself in that position. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
But like going to the house where all the young kids were staying at an Airbnb and having dinner with the group, or bullshitting in the warm-up area with the other 40 to 40 guys. Like all of those guys were so awesome to be around.
Yeah.
Or the athlete area where everyone comes back either happy or sad from how it went. And you're just watching the emotional roller coaster of the young kids, as you said. I was like, oh, it sucked. I was like, bro, did you see my handstand walks? Like all of those things is exactly what people don't understand of why you should do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like everyone listening should go compete at the Fittest Experience. Pick a division. It has nothing to do with happens on the floor. My favorite memories are going to be the day before, walking the course, seeing Bryce Collier setting up the O course and talking shit. I was like, I'm not going to touch I won't touch the obstacles I know I'm not allowed to. Running into people in between events, seeing the people from the gym, watching, like my friends competing myself, the dinners, the breakfasts, the nerves, the athlete area, like all of that is why you go to these things. Unless you're going to the CrossFit Games to try to win a couple grand because you're an elite athlete, fine. Pour yourself into that pigeonhole of athleticism. For the other 99%ers, go do something like TFX, because everything, like it's so important. And too many people are working out and watching other people compete, and you should work out and go try it.
Yeah.
And like, I cannot express enough. Like, and I'm not just saying TFX, like find something local, like go do it. You're going to get so much out of it, and it's going to be so gratifying. And I cannot explain to you guys how important it is to get that back into CrossFit as a whole. Too many people are just working out in the box, and that's all they're doing. And we were never meant to be in the gym. Too many of you guys live there. We were meant to do the gym so we can do life. And if you want heartbreak, sorrow, nerves, excitement, joy, elation, stress, if you want to experience life in a 3-day just mash, go sign up for a competition. And you will, and then you'll realize like it just puts things into a different perspective. So yeah, man, this is one of the best weekends of my life. And it had nothing to do with the podium.
Right.
Zero. There's like, yeah. So
that's so good.
Shout out to Jeremy and Bryce, the Coda crew, the CrossFit Central crew, like everyone involved, all that. Birchfield, I got to see him. He was judging like 2 lanes over on the lift one, so I got to see him. Like it was that was it. The things like that connect us are at these events.
Yeah,
they used to be at regionals; those are gone. Semifinals is not where you find this. Maybe this year, because there's way more divisions this year versus just the elite. That's what I'm excited about too. But like, go out there, go into the world, go into the wild, and just go experience life on a level that makes you uncomfortable. And if you don't want to do that, then sign up for the damn open, because you get that in like a micro dose. It's so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do an analyzing thing, but man,
good times, dude.
Good times.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And I'll just shout out, like, I'm super proud of Jules.
Yeah, dude, both of you guys, awesome.
She's been a team girl her whole career, put herself out there in the 40 to 44, took second place by only 5 points. And if you ask her, she'll tell you where or why she didn't, or what could have she done.
Everybody, that's what all athletes do.
Right? That's just it. But like, yeah, it was cool. And honestly, it was like 16 years of training together. We do our first competition, we both take second. That shit's weird.
Yeah.
Because that's what we totally meant to do. But,
totally.
And then like, not that Ashley listens to this podcast, but like the fact that she just let me go and just, I don't know if she felt like I needed this in a weird way, but like for her to stay home, and I heard my kids were just fucking monsters, but to let me do that, Ashley, man, And everyone stop asking me if I'm going to do masters. Like, I just want to, like, I have things that I'm going to cherish that happened this weekend for the rest of my life that Bill and 3 other people will probably know. Right. And not to be like cloak and dagger, but like, man, it's great. It's great. Oh yeah. Ryan. Remember he was talking about the qualifiers because he was beating my ass. Yeah. Oh yeah. The pullover advice. When
Kept me from getting last.
Yeah. Right. Pull your toes over the bar. He came up to me and told me like that it worked. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But thanks guys for letting me talk about myself for an hour.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
Awesome. That's awesome.
We'll be back from an analyzing standpoint, but yeah, some good stuff, man.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. I don't say it very often, but I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, I was going to say, I beat you to it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very proud of you.
All right, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Thank you to TFX. If you guys want to be a part of something big, go do that next year. All right. See you next time.